according to puberty, saying thank you is more powerful than saying I love you.
That's tough.
What do y'all? Why do y'all think that is?
What?
What?
All right,
Because people don't do nothing for people no more. People are selfish, and an act of kindness goes a long way these days. You know what I mean? Like people are so far from humanity than I've ever seen in my life. Like people are so disconnected. So if someone's genuinely saying thank you, they're probably genuinely thankful for the moment. I had a woman tell me yesterday, and it was so random because I'm so used to doing it. I'm in the food store getting some odds and ends, and I went pardon because I realized that I'm like just you know how you. I tend to move quickly in the store because I know exactly what I want and I gotta go. And I'm like maneuvering like that, and I realized I didn't hit her or anything, but I it did come off like I cut her off. Like I did it smooth though, but then I realized that was rude. So I said, pardon. I turned around and went, pardon. And she went, oh, thank you for that. I turned around and said, thank you for what? I was like, I'm confused. She said, for the word pardon. Women are often like used to going, oh, I'm sorry. And she was like, but I like the word pardon
Yeah.
rather than always saying I'm
Oh yeah.
sorry.
No, I ain't never
So,
sorry.
right,
I
right.
apologize.
I apologize. Yeah,
Right.
apologize
I
sounds
So
way better.
she
I
was,
apologize. Please
apologize.
so she
forgive me.
was,
My fault with that.
Pardon me.
she
I
Excuse
apologize.
she
me.
was right. She was thankful for bringing that into her vocabulary. Like she literally went, "Thank you for introducing me to that. I'm gonna exercise that.
You welcome.
Pardon."
You welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, no problem,"
Yeah.
and I went on to scan my stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like I
Pardon
was
me.
so thrown off because I thought she was gonna snap for cutting her off, which I'm like, "Yeah, you're right for that. I'll give you that, and I'll apologize." But I didn't expect her to say thank you for the pardon, like for bringing you to that. I say that all the time, like.
Yeah.
Even if like I don't even understand what you're saying, I might go pardon, like say that again. So
I
yeah,
beg your
I
pardon.
guess.
It was like Umar. I beg your pardon.
Uh,
So
I'm so
yeah, so
used to
I
I'm so used to saying it though, because I think I work with people all day long, so like I have to keep my manners on point.
me too,
Um,
little people.
yeah. So it's just part of my it's just part of my thing. Like, and it's almost like a I don't register when I'm saying it, so sometimes it might sound hollow, I guess.
What,
But
saying
like
thank you?
Using the word
like
pardon
they
or
no,
thank
no,
you.
just in general, like pardon, like excuse me, whatever, thank you. I'm just kind of like, oh, thank you, da da da, and then just kind of going about my day. But it's so quick that I don't think that people register. And I know sometimes people don't even catch it when I say it. So
Mm.
like when I say it, I usually mean it, and then like people blow by or don't say nothing. I'm just like, oh well, I guess I could have just kept it to myself.
Yeah, you can feel like that. Yeah, absolutely. That's a fact. Cause I sometimes I be feeling like I'm too mannered, and I be like, all right, so when I start doing stuff and not saying nothing, don't
Now,
say nothing.
if it was me and I just took something and didn't say thank you or blow past somebody, I'd just be like, oh, this dude's rude. No, I just
I got you.
it's I'm not wasting my breath anymore.
I'm not wasting my, but they don't know your story.
I'll be
I,
right back.
I know, but that's where my brain goes sometimes. I'm like, I need to
Mine
chill.
too. I'm just messing with you. I do the same thing.
The topic is thankfulness over saying I love you.
Yes.
Oh,
So
Absolutely, but we're explaining why it's more powerful. I think people are more affected by that.
but part of
Like,
me
yeah.
is
it's
not a
instant.
thank you.
Oh,
Okay.
bet.
All right.
Bet. No, the reason
Anyway,
why I brought up
So
pardon is because she thanked me for bringing that to her vocabulary.
yeah,
um, oh yeah, tell my family and stuff I love them all the time. So I don't think I've ever had, and I tell you guys that too. I don't have an issue saying it. So that just never registered to me.
I don't know. So for me, saying I love you is more powerful because I don't know if this is going to be the last time I see you.
Mm.
The reason why I say that is because a lot of young individuals that be in my life be going out of it way sooner than I would expect them to. So when I say I love you, I genuinely mean it. I don't know about this thought of saying thank you is more powerful. I don't know who came up with it. But if it is that, it would be probably it would be because people are maybe losing the thought of being human or showing love or showing that type of vulnerability and openness with each other. I mean, every time you look at social media or anything like that, we always going against each other, whether it be through race, whether it be through opposite sex, color, all of that. It's always a divide. So now we're looking for thank yous just to feel like it's just like a like, if you feel me, if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the thank you is like, oh, thank you. Like look at social media right now. They be when they're on whatever Twitch or whatever. When they on TikTok live, thank you for this. Thank you for this. This gift. Thank you for this thing. Yeah, I guess it is more powerful because now you're getting paid for it. Now you get money. There's money towards that thing. So yeah, I guess money is power. So you get money for saying thank you to the gifts that people socialize with. When to me, love is always the more powerful. But I think we're as a society, as individuals, as humans, we get away from it because we don't genuinely show that. Like we don't show grace. Like look at this. Look at where we are. Violence is key. We almost getting desensitized to violence. Where if somebody died, we'd be like, oh, all right, that somebody died on the street. That happened. All right, what's next? Mass shootings happened all the time. We have Gaza, Palestinian babies are dying all the time, constantly. But there's no love there. That's why. But we thinking about a thank you. I don't know that to be true, but I see how it can be said because it's monetized. And that's what I got to say.
And it's instant gratification.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If I have to choose between someone saying I love you and someone saying thank you, at this point in my life, I want to hear the thank you. Because I love you is like, it's like this fly by night thing that anybody could say or whatever it may be, and it not even necessarily hold any meaning, even though we know love is like a deep thing and it's like one of the deepest things in the world. The world is still the world because of love. You know what I mean? I personally believe that God is love. So we're not saying that love is more, we're not saying that thankfulness is more powerful than love, but hearing thank you over I love you at this point in time, I feel, let me finish, please. I feel is more impactful these days. You know what I mean? We live in Charlotte right now. And Charlotte is widely, it's like it was on a list. Charlotte is one of it's like top 5 rudest places to live in the continental United States. And I feel it each and every single day. You know what I mean? But when you hold the door for a person, you don't know if they racist or just rude. You know what I mean? And they don't say thank you or whatever it is. And it's like, am I hungering for the thank you? Am I doing it for the thank you? No. Am I doing it for the thank you? No. But would I appreciate if a person was thankful for what I did? Absolutely. My daughter is 4 years old. I was teaching her this on the way to church yesterday. Like, you know, I'm giving her stuff, you know, and it's just like she's just taking it. And I'm like, I'm not even thinking about me as a dad. I'm thinking, well, I am, but I'm thinking about me. I'm thinking about her and how she treats other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, when a person does something for you, you need to say thank you. No matter if a person gives you something, you need to say thank you. You don't know what it took for that person to do that for you. You don't have a clue what it took that person to do for you. You know what I mean? So she you know, I played the song "Be Grateful" by Walter Hawkins and all that. So she was just back there like listening to it, like taking it in. Like, you know what I mean? But after that, she was like, thank you. I gave her a straw. She was like, thank you. I'm like, you're welcome. And I was like, thank you for saying thank you. You know what I mean? It's because you could see love, you know what I mean? Like you could see like and like you know if it's real or fake, you know what I mean? But to hear a person like you can be grateful in that moment. Like, yo, thank you. You know what I mean? And so I can see why it's more impactful and why it's more powerful now. Because like, shoot, I love a person. This person could love me, but you know what I mean? Like, say somebody is up for an opportunity. Like, say Omari and somebody just as qualified is up for an opportunity. That's my man. That's my brother. You know what I mean? Like, that's not my friend. You know what I mean? Like, nobody on this podcast is my friend. Like, that's y'all my family. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, like, let's get that out the way. But, like, say somebody else, I'm like, is up for an opportunity that I may not know. I'm like, man, that person, that's my man. And that's going to always be my man. You know what I mean? He loves me. But that person gonna be grateful for the opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so I see why puberty is saying that if that is the case. I gotta look more into the clip, into the to the stats and stuff like that, and however they getting them or whatever. But it was interesting to me. Cause that's where I'm at right now.
I can see that. But for me, I come from, and I want y'all to chime in too. I was talking to my mother. I was talking to my mother recently about this, or yesterday actually. She just got her doctorate.
Yeah,
honorary doctorate.
Congratulations.
Yeah, something. Yeah, it was crazy.
I saw it the other day. It was on Imani's
amazing,
story.
Amazing. But we was talking about how we don't even look for thank you, like, and that's why. Like when you achieve a thing and you do a thing, sometimes you don't even expect a thank you from it, and you be like, all right, what's next? You accomplish a thing.
You don't look for a congratulations.
Oh no, not even that. Not even. Like,
what you mean? So you don't look for a thank you.
So for me, like for me, yeah, I work in manufacturing as a plant manager, and there's a million projects that go on every day in and day out. There's capital expenditures like that cost money. So I look and work for cost savings.
You don't look for somebody to appreciate you for what you're doing.
Exactly.
No,
there's no thank you. I'm like,
but that's why. But that's why it would mean that it's more power. Why? Like when you hear it.
Nah, it don't.
It matter to me.
It doesn't matter to me because I've been in a place where I've heard that thank you and it didn't amount to much because I'm already doing the work. The work is already being completed.
Well, the gratefulness, first of all, it's not to say that thank you shouldn't come with something on the other end of it, but like, of course, we're not looking for like, okay, well, you appreciate me, you know what I mean? But at the very least, thank you. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that this is what your job, even though I know this is what your job entails. Like, thank you for staying later. You know what I mean? You are more inclined to stay later for that boss than you would the boss that never says thank you for you going above and beyond. You know what I mean? You would do more for that boss than the boss that goes, all right, I need you to stay later. All right, bye. I love you.
Love you.
To be honest with you.
Forget that boss. I'm doing that for the boss who says thank you for doing this.
I don't get that.
I'm being facetious, bro. But they definitely say thank you.
I know that part, but no, I don't hear that. Most of the things that I build is by my own integrity. The way I stay over is because of me. It ain't them telling me.
But Omari, I'm not talking about whether they saying whether they asking you to or not. So if you did it on your own and somebody in one of the higher ups came up and said, I saw that you did that. Thank you for doing that. Yep. You did not have to do that. Yeah, so it's not about looking for it or whatever, but you understand it. Like when you hear it, it's got a whole different thing. It's a whole different connotation. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'll say this. You need to start looking for when somebody's saying thank you to you, especially if they saying thank you, because that's coming from the heart. If somebody's telling you thank you for doing that, that's crazy. You not seeing it. Don't not see it.
It's the acknowledgement. I understand, but I get what you're saying. It's just part of my thing.
Yeah. I know you got tunnel vision and stuff like that, and you doing it for your own gratification, and you doing it because that's who you are and all of that type of stuff. I completely get that. But if somebody is appreciating you, you gotta see that too. You gotta see that. That's the other side of and that's you. That's another person not being grateful and thankful for the person even saying thank you. You the same person I'm talking about. You one of them charlatans.
Yeah,
But-
for me, I'm like, okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that's literally how I say it. I'm like, oh, thank you, I appreciate you.
And shake your head like I don't give a D.
I just
But
did
I
it
think-
because
I
that's
think-
my nature.
No, I do it, and you
I
don't,
do
and
it
you don't
out of
go
my
into it
nature.
expecting it. But if a
Exactly.
person says, "I appreciate you for that," and I thank you for that, you got to take inventory of that. You got to.
You're right.
That's
You're right.
okay. Thank you. All right, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah.
I understand
I was
what
just-
you're saying. I'm just letting you know how
Yeah.
I am.
Well, we know that's who you are. You don't got to tell us you a hard worker. We already know that.
No, I'm just saying.
Everybody in here is.
Yeah,
That's not
you
what-
ain't special.
I didn't say the hard work.
Start doubling down. Feel like I got back up. Yeah, who you think you are?
I didn't say that. It wasn't the hard work. I just don't
No,
accept
it's just
appreciation
you know,
like that.
I think I understand what you're saying. Like it's so ingrained in your nature that one, you're not looking for it, and it's almost like you don't know what to do with it once you get it.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't like.
Say no. I just say no problem.
That's what I say. I be like, yo, no, I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
because that's who you are, no problem. But I'm like, okay, that person was appreciative. I know I'm not doing it for naught. You know what I mean? Like, okay, now of course there comes a time like okay,
it's like a twofold
if
thing.
it ain't adding up, like, all right, you ain't really showing appreciation. Now all you doing is saying my money don't look like you thankful. You know what I mean? Like after a time or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Not saying that every single time
you
somebody
ain't thankful. Put some money in my
Yeah,
check.
yeah.
My money is.
My
My-
account don't look too thankful.
Yeah, words mean nothing to me if my money ain't good.
Yeah.
You can thank me all you want. Thank my pockets.
That's-
What you talking about, bro?
Yeah. But so I'm not saying that thankfulness like overall shouldn't be like shit. No, you gotta put your money where your mouth is. If you are appreciative, you gotta show people. Oh my gosh. I pray to God all the time. I'm like, Lord, bless me so that I could bless the people that bless me.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's dope.
Bless
That's fire. Yeah.
bless me so that I can one day repay the people, every single person, like just to give them a fraction of how much I appreciate them for doing something for me. Because
Facts.
I know words aren't enough all the time. You know what I mean? I sent my aunt a Mother's Day card. I was like, I just want to, one day I just prayed like just to be able to give. She was like, you don't even got, I'm like, I know, but that's what make you want to do it even more because you know it's coming from the heart. You ain't do it to be, all right, now when you make it big, make sure you get me on the back end. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't do that for me. You did that because you love, just out of, you know what I mean? That's the person you want to do that for. Just like the girl who don't demand anything, the girl who's low maintenance, that's the girl you want to give the world to. You know what I'm saying?
Count me out.
You like, nah.
I love that.
Sharice
Hilarious.
is not high maintenance. Stop it. It don't mean that you don't know your value or your worth, but I don't think you high maintenance. That's a good conversation. Next time,
said,
next time
count
on
me
Here's
out.
next time on Here's
Immediately.
What We Know show.